She walked out of the crowded restaurant, the sound of laughter ringing in her ears. What happened in that moment that made her decide she couldn't stay a second longer? Let me take you back to the beginning. A 52-year-old woman, who we'll call Jane, had been having a rough week at work. Her job was on the line due to a mix-up caused by her predecessor. Though it got sorted out, she was exhausted from all the meetings and calls. All Jane wanted was a quiet night in. But her husband, a 49-year-old man, had a different idea. He insisted they go to his favorite hibachi restaurant, convincing her that she just needed to sit and eat. Reluctantly, Jane gave in.
The hibachi place was noisy and crowded as expected.
Jane and her husband were seated with a group of 6 lively strangers. As the showy chef started his routine, he turned to Jane and asked if she was okay. Confirming with a nod and a simple, "Yes, I'm fine, thank you," she tried to settle in, but the chef wasn't convinced. A few minutes later, he asked again, suggesting she didn't look well. Jane tried to smile and reassured him she was fine, though she'd been told she had a resting face that looked unfriendly. Then the conversation took a turn. The chef, grinning, asked in a playful voice if she was mad at him. The table chuckled, but Jane was confused. As she tried to brush off the comment, a woman in the group chimed in with, "Oh, don't worry about her, she's just..." Jane couldn't catch the rest over a burst of noise. But the group's hearty laughter stung, making her blush and tear up. That's when Jane decided she'd had enough. She asked her husband to box up her food, planning to wait in the car. Her husband, however, pushed back. In a hushed tone, he urged her to sit down and stop causing a scene, insisting no one was making fun of her. Faced with his resistance and her own embarrassment, Jane sat back down.
The mood had changed, though.
The table fell into awkward silence, the lively mood replaced by whispers and quick exits. Everyone, Jane included, boxed their meals and left soon after. In the car, Jane confronted her husband, asking what the woman had said. He dismissed it as nothing, claiming it wasn't worth the fuss Jane caused. Finally, he admitted he hadn't heard it either. Now, let's hear what the community thinks. Just you wait for this first insight. Can you believe this response? A commenter emphatically supported Jane, saying, "You are not the jerk. Pretty much everyone else in the story sure lacks understanding. Your husband is the worst for insisting you go out when you were not feeling up to it, and for insisting you just sit there while being made the target of a joke. This was definitely not some place where you just sit and eat." The chef lacks awareness for continuing to harp on the joke when clearly you did not find it funny. Here's another take that might make you pause. One commenter said exactly what everyone was thinking. "You are not the jerk." Your husband definitely was, for insisting on going out despite you not wanting to. And I know the hibachi chef was probably just trying to do his job, but he could have also read you better and not tried to engage you after you pushed back twice. And this one is going to sting. With a sharp insight, another user noted, "You are not the jerk. I encourage you to learn to stand up for yourself, particularly towards your spouse. He's not contributing to your household, knows you had a bad week, forces you to go somewhere you don't want to be. Plus, hibachi of all restaurants is the worst possible pick he could have forced. Lets you get made fun of and be the target of a table's jokes, and then he blames you for getting upset? Your husband is clueless, and you should make that known to him." So was Jane justified in her reaction, or did she overreact? Let me know below. It's stories like these that keep discussions vibrant. If unexpected turns like this pique your interest, make sure to subscribe. More stories are just a click away. And if you're curious, I just covered a gripping story about family and jealousy. The link is in the description.